I'm doing my weekly summary for the week of February 3rd through the 7th. So that was last week. I'm into the beginning of the next week. Just haven't got around to doing the journal, but I'm doing it in the interest of maintaining and building habits. So the last week just was not good again. It's been several not good weeks in a row. I had, I think, 2 really good weeks where I could feel things just going the way they should. Analysis was working out and playing out the way I thought it would. I was following plans and doing good journaling and things like that. And then the past couple after that have been not good. So it's like 2 steps forward, 1.9 steps back. So it's been kind of a rough couple weeks, but I refuse to be deterred. I'm continuing on. The past couple weeks have been really busy with work, and we had a crawl space flood that I had to fix, and then I've been having some back issues, had a procedure to try to fix that, and some downtime that is related to that. So I haven't been trading as much, trying to stay away when I'm not fully into it. I think I have taken more trades than I probably should have. The trading to study ratio has not been very good, but still going to the study halls, and the group leaders have been putting out questions of the day and doing homework assignments and things like that that have been really helpful. There was one homework that we went through that was based on a study hall from 2 Saturdays ago, I think. And that has, I think, created some aha moments for me as far as the big picture top-down analysis procedure that I need to be going through. I had a bunch of tabs open and they have gone away, so I'm trying to open those. But I'll try to open the homework that I submitted and kind of go through the process that I think we were supposed to be doing, but either way, I think I was having some fun aha moments. So we've been going over the 60, 40, and 20-day look back that ICT recommends. So breaking it down into that, and then marking out the external and internal range liquidity, and then there's been an emphasis on kind of working to understand that even though this is internal range liquidity of the major swing or the price leg, that it's still the external of this minor price leg. So there, it kind of just depends which way you're looking at it, on what time frames and how far back. So that's been kind of a struggle. It seems like I feel like I've been getting it, and then oops, that's not right for some reason that I don't understand. So I'm continuing to work on this. But the process that we were told to do was to do this and then break it down into the premium and discount and find out where price is on the major external liquidity with regards to the external range liquidity. So here we would have been in premium and in OTE of that range. Is that right? Where is the 0? Yeah, 0 down here. Okay, so that is correct. So we were in an OTE area, and then they said to find a liquidity zone where a weekly, daily, monthly, whatever high was taken out. So on the weekly time frame of this same chart, I focused in right here where this weekly high was taken. So there was liquidity in this area, and then continuing to zoom down into it. So now this is on the daily again, and zooming in into the 1 hour. This is what it looks like, and then continuing to dig down to find basically a sniper entry. And this was what I found. And it's like every time I go through this, there is something. So it's kind of a timing thing, where with work and just life happening, I haven't been able to sit down and just see this play out and dig down, because I know that I could if I saw it happening. It's just the act of actually being there to see it happen, because it seems like a lot of these happen overnight and with the 9 to 5 it's hard to be awake for those, but it's very repeatable. They are here, they offer good trades, and then like this one, there was a first opportunity that offered quite a few handles and then came back up and retested like this order block, or an FVG on a lower time frame within here, and then that offered a really big move. So if I was anticipating that, because this is essentially the market maker sell model forming right here, and that's a big emphasis on what we've been learning. Kind of the not a breaker is how I have it in my notes, where it makes a high, makes a low, and then fails to make a higher high, and then that's when you're kind of in the downward leg. It's turning, market structure is shifting, we're breaking. So here's the entry for that one, and then on a second one, I was focusing on a 4-hour candle low being taken, so I kind of went really high with the weekly being broken and creating liquidity, and then I went to the opposite end and did a 4-hour candle being taken and creating liquidity. So basically the very bottom of this big candle here was my liquidity zone. There's a 4-hour busy in that area that it was tapping down into, and then so here's the candle, the 4-hour candle transposed onto the 15-minute time frame, and you can see it digging down into the liquidity zone and the 4-hour busy. And then there's an order block that it's tapping into and a 1-minute fair value gap that it's tapping into. So again, it's just, there's like no drawdown on this one. So if I could get to the point of seeing just a couple of these every week, I would be pretty set. So that's kind of where I'm at. The concepts are there, they're making sense in back testing, but transposing those to the right side of the chart is kind of being problematic. I did see and anticipated this morning's move, and you can kind of see where we were. I'm backing up just a little bit, trying to cover everything. We were at this candle and in OTE. So this was on the daily, so I don't know what date that is, but in finding that, so that was, I think, this candle, and we had a sharp rejection off of that, so that was pretty cool. High of this candle, 21,965.75, 967.75, so this candle actually took that, so right there, it's playing out. So there's liquidity in this area that I could have targeted. But anyway, what I was looking at last night and early this morning, and I couldn't get in on it, was this formation right here. I noticed last night that it was heading towards OTE as a retracement. And let's see what, so it didn't quite fully go to OTE, but it dipped down right into discount. That might be somewhere around CE. Look at that, CE of this. Is that a daily order block? Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, at least a 4-hour order block, all of these candles there. So I'm sure there's other things that I can be marking up here, like this fair value gap here. Just barely broke that, but the body respected it. I think they would be using, they as in the group, would be using this candle here as the order block. So it respected all of that pretty nicely. So lots of work to continue doing. Like I said, the pieces are there. I can see things for the most part, maybe not everything, but kind of the big picture ideas in back testing, but it's just not translating into real performance, unfortunately. So last week's trading performance was pretty poor. Like I said, I shouldn't have been trading at all, but here's where we are with the evaluation account. I have slid pretty straight line back to below zero. So pretty disappointed in myself. The wins that I was having and that ratio for the first, whatever that is, 6 or 7 trades was really good, and then just, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but it's kind of the same thing for the paper account too. This was around the time that I figured out my risk management issue that I fixed, where I am just setting it to a solid, a static 1 micro to start, and then once I reach a certain percentage of profit, then I'll go to 2, and so on. This paper account is meant to be just a 1 micro consistently, kind of as a baseline. But that was about where I figured it out, and it seemed like it was working. And then the same deal, it just rolled over, and not sure what's going on. So I'm going to continue studying. Maybe I'm going to take a couple days off to just refresh and kind of reset. But not going all that great. But like I said, I'm not going to be deterred. I'm still 100% in it, and we're going to get there someday. So that's it for this update. Onwards and upwards.